guys, it's Jenna. In today's video, we're going to be going over the new Pat McGrath Bridgerton collection part 2, which I'm super excited about because I did review the first collection. I do have it here in front of me. The eyeshadow palette, which is Diamond of the First Water. There was a blush and highlight trio. I believe there was a second one as well, but I only picked up the one which applied to me, I thought. Like the colors that applied to my personal preferences, basically. So super, super pretty. Loved that. We also have two highlights here from the original collection, which are right here. So I was super excited, needless to say, for round 2 when she was teasing a new palette and I instantly saw the very same kind of like Bridgerton emblem and like design, except in a pale peach kind of pink color. I was like, this is going to be so good. The quality of this one is really, really nice. So very, very impressed with this one. There were quite a few thoughts I had on it, so I will leave that for the review if you want to watch the Bridgerton Collection 1 review. But this is going to be a video kind of overview of the collection. I will be doing another video when I get the products in hand. I will be purchasing them and I will be letting you guys know my thoughts on them. But let's talk about the first one, which is the palette. The palette I think is going to be the most interesting release because it doesn't look all that different. Like, first off, I'm like, are there repeat shades in here? Because I thought it was going to be like a totally different concept, but it looks like they've kind of pulled some very similar concepts from this palette number 1 to the second one. Based on that picture here, and then based on this one, we do obviously have a totally different color contrast between them. So this one's like blue purple. This one in front of us here in collection 2 is going to be like a pale pink with some pink elements, but still has that purple theme in there. I do think that's important. Like, purple's a very like royal color, and she's kind of threading that in with the new release as well to kind of keep it on theme, of course, with the graphics and stuff too. So the outer packaging is phenomenal. I do think it's got just enough theme kind of pulled in with the purple, but enough difference as well to get me to think the color story was going to be way, way different. I want to show you in particular these two shades right here. So we have this one in the middle and this one at the end. They look very close to the one in the new palette. I don't know if that's going to be the exact same shade. So let's take a look here. So she does have them all by name. There's a big preview on her site, by the way, so I will link that as well if you want to see it. They are different shades, apparently. Because this kind of pink in the middle is called Regency Romance, and then in the Diamond of the First Water, which is palette number 1, it's called Art of the Swoon. So they are different. We have Plum Regalia in this one, which is the dark purple. The dark purple in the Pat McGrath new palette number 2 is called Forbidden Amour. So they aren't the same, but dang, are they close. Like, that is very, very close to me. When it comes to a collection, I think I would have liked a little bit more variety between the two palettes to kind of drive my interest, to be like, wow, there's so many other looks I can create with palette 2 versus 1. But if the shades are so close, you kind of reduce the versatility from the second palette and you kind of wonder if you even need it in your collection, right? We do have some new shades here, like this kind of green one looks really cool. It's like a green, like shimmer. It's called Daring Dandy. Sorry. Daring. Oh, I make myself laugh sometimes. Like, this would have been the palette to stay more pinky because we've got the outer packaging that's a pale pink kind of peach color, right? This palette could have done more of the blue purple, but with the kind of outer packaging of this next one, I feel like the pink belongs a little bit better, just kind of as an overall theme. We also have a shade called Forever Charmed. I'm going to bring this up in particular. This is obviously a very drastic shade that is different from this one because in this corner you have a very vibrant pink. So it's not a shimmer gold. So it is different compared to this palette. What it reminds me of is one of the highlights from the first collection, which is this one. This is called Extreme Gold 002. It's a little bit brighter for sure. This one looks more on the bronze kind of darker side of things, but it does have a similar vibe. This one is obviously a lot brighter. Hard to tell based on this picture if it's going to be as bright as this. Probably not. But I kind of thought like, okay, she already touched on the yellow gold in the highlights. Maybe because they did so well in launch 1, she wanted to put it in this palette. But either way, I do think If those pinks and that other kind of pinky shimmer was not done in palette 1, this palette has an interesting color story. It definitely does feel like there's some redundancy from 1 to 2, but I'm kind of curious. I'm definitely going to be picking it up and letting you guys know some swatch comparisons, because now I am super interested. Some of those pinks, especially that purple and that pink in the center row, look so close. Let's talk about the lipsticks next, which is kind of interesting because I was taking a look at the collections that she has done in the past, and I'm just looking at her website here if you see me looking down. So this is a tough one. I thought that they were repeat shades in here, but it looks like they might be new shades with some similar colors. So it's kind of like a combination of both. So we do have this brand new finish called Satin Allure. I haven't seen that from Pat McGrath before. I have seen the Matte Trance, I've seen the Luxe Trance, which isn't on her website anymore, so maybe they were discontinued. I've also seen the Blitz Trance, which has quite a bit of a shimmer component to it. A medium buildable coverage. There's a combination of cool and warm shades. It's a satin shine. So when I saw the shade Elson right there, I was like, Elson 5. I've seen Elson and I've seen Elson 2, which are both matte, I believe. Elson 5, I haven't seen before, but I feel like that shade's going to either be right on compared to the other Elsons in her collection, but just a different finish, or it might be a totally different shade altogether. But based on the promotional pictures, it does look pretty close. I haven't seen some of these other shades before. Entranced, Negligee, Nude Romantic 2 sounds familiar, Veiled Rose, Infatuation. So these shades might be like some of the similar tones, but just in a different finish, or there's a combination of new shades in here. But because the Luxe Trance are no longer on the site, I can't see if there's any like duplicate shades. But when it comes to the mattes, it just reminds me that Elson reminds me of the True Reds in the Matte Trance line. Either way, love the packaging. It is adorable. This is so, so cute. I definitely see myself trying out this formulation from Pat. She does make beautiful lipsticks. I do think the Matte Trance are some of the most comfortable mattes I have ever tried, and satin is right up my alley, so I'm super excited. I don't know the difference between the packaging though. I think it's just different packaging for different shades. There's pink packaging on some of the shades and blue on some of the others. So it could just be what shade you pick up. Either way, I'm very excited for this one. We also have a body powder. This is also something different from collection 2. Not the biggest kind of body glitter type person. I do know that lots of people love them. This is the Scintillating Diamond Body Shimmer. Okay, love the packaging it comes in, first of all. I think it's really cute, and the little puff has a bow on it. It's so cute. It does come in 2 shades. One is called Pale Moon. It's described as a pink with silver sparkle. And there's Golden Majesty, which is a yellow gold. So this is going to retail for quite a bit of money, actually. I just saw that 70 bucks. Wowza, $70. Okay. So that's a lot for body glitter. If you love it, then you'll love it, right? But when it comes to this might be the thing I skip on. Don't really have a need for body glitter, nor have I incorporated it into my life before. But if you do use it, can you let me know when and where? I'm curious. Like, I just don't want that stuff to get all over my clothes. I feel like if you were to put some on your shoulder or something when you're wearing a nice dress, does it fall on your clothes? Does it rub off on your purse? You know, like these types of questions. But if you guys are interested, the Diamond Body Shimmer looks really beautiful packaging wise. Super, super beautiful. If you love glitter, you will love it. There's also a Velvet Kohl eyeliner. Her other eyeliners are called the Ultra Glide Eye Pencils, so they are skinny. And they do have like a versatile creaminess to them, but this one is supposed to be velvet. I do think this might be a totally different formula for this one, so that one I am kind of excited for. It doesn't say what color it is though. It just says it's the one liner. It looks like it might be a black or a deep brown, kind of hard to say from the photo. The last one is Blushing Delights. This is the Blush Highlight Quad. I think people may or may not like this packaging. It sort of looks like it's almost like baked, like it's almost spherical. Collection 1, they were not new shades. This one, ooh, I think they're new. Champagne Venus. Oh, you know, all of her shades, can I just say this? Am I the only one? All of her shades are so close sometimes, like Sublime Fetish, Sublime Skin, Champagne Venus, Nude Venus, Pink Venus. Like I'm like, oh my goodness, it's so hard to keep track. I know it's my job, so I almost have to make like actual notes. These look like 3 new shades of blush. I don't remember seeing Berry Brilliance, Budding Romance, or Aphrodisia. Wow, and they're super beautiful. They're very deep, like very, very gorgeous, deeper shades. Sort of reminds me the Patrick Ta palette a little bit, minus the highlight, right? Like the holiday palette was very vibrant from him too. So this like kind of gives me the same vibes. There's just the one color story here. I will also pick this one up because we do have some new shades here, and I do want to see how this formulation compares to her blushes and her highlights from previous releases. So I will definitely pick that one up too. So I think the only thing that I'm going to skip is the shimmer. But if you guys really want me to review it and you want me to make a mess of myself, I will. One last thing, the muse for this collection, her name is Nicola Coughlan, I believe. First of all, I love her character. I love her. I think she's amazing. I love that she got this opportunity. I don't know if the girl that played Daphne, did she only sign with Charlotte Tilbury for something? I know that she did a Charlotte Tilbury release. That is escaping me. But I do know that the Daphne girl did not do anything with the first release, which was this one. I don't think there was a muse behind it. If there was, remind me. But it's really exciting to see Nicola having this opportunity. She's gorgeous. How Pat did her makeup for these pictures, you guys, it looks amazing. So that is super exciting. And I love her character. She is Lady Whistledown. So I finally said that right. The last time I reviewed this collection, I called her Whistlebottom. Yeah, it was a mess. Which one of these products are you most excited for? Is this a collection you're just going to skip entirely? Let me know down below. I hope this one does a little bit better. I know that a lot of us ordered this and it took forever for the orders to be fulfilled, so hopefully that's a little bit easier this time. Until my next one, guys, take care and stay safe. Bye, guys.